Hey everybody, it's Murgle, and I was testing the multi-tapping of monsters in the current update, right? I was going around checking out how it works. I tried instances, and it doesn't seem to work inside of an instance. It automatically forces pretty much a group loot style mechanic. Mm, because I was inside Wailing Caverns, these are both my characters. I was inside Wailing Caverns, tested it, and it does not work in Wailing Caverns. But I came outside, killed a couple of these random monsters out here, and all the multi-loot mechanics came into play. So, this is pretty much how I see the future of gold making. Instances are kind of gonna be the way it works, and really not the greens that you get, but more the specific items. And let's just go over a few. Um, I haven't tried farming Uldaman, and I haven't tried. Well, I've tried looking up. Sorry, I haven't tried farming Uldaman, but I have looked up a lot of stuff about the Miner's Hat of the Deep because one was hoping that. Remember when Shadowfang Keep couldn't drop the Shadowfang very easily? It was extremely rare to get a Shadowfang, and they eventually fixed it with Warlords. Well, Miner's Hat of the Deep is a very unique model, and I looked it up in the wardrobe, and it does actually have its name in there. So that means they have to have a way for you to obtain it in the game, and I was hoping maybe they made it more obtainable like they did with the Shadowfang. So I did look it up, and it says it's a world drop, but that's not true. It's specific to Uldaman. But in any case, it is in there, so I may go to Uldaman and try farming again, because there are a lot of unique appearances, right? I don't see... I'm going to try and explain this in a way that doesn't sound offensive, but okay, you I'm trying to say this, right? Items like glorious leg plates are not gonna be that valuable or rare anymore with this multi-tap situation. Glorious leg plates were really expensive and really, really rare because they took so much effort to obtain, right? It was difficult to get a pair of glorious leg plates. But now, why would somebody pay 100K for a pair of glorious leg plates when they can go get a couple friends and spend maybe an hour or two and probably stumble upon a pair, if not more than that, right? They could just get them really, really quickly. So now glorious leg plates may be worth anywhere between 10 to 50K maximum, right? That's given optimistic standards, 50K. It's just things like that are no longer going to keep their rarity because they're going to be easier to obtain. I do like that they added a social aspect to gold making. Don't get me wrong, it's really, really cool, but it's not going to be useful for things like that because you're not going to make that much gold off of it. But now something like the Miner's Hat of the Deep, which can only drop an Uldaman, there's no multi-tapping, so I can't take 5 of my friends and try and go mass farm Miner's Hat of the Deep. It's gonna be extremely expensive, especially since I haven't tried farming it. Maybe it's more obtainable now, or maybe it's still abysmally rare, but the Miner's Hat of Deep being a unique model, extremely rare, we could see this going for like 1,000,000 gold right now, just because of how rare it is, and probably how many people want it. So that's an example. Um, and as for the future of gold making, essentially, professions, you know, go to like crafting. This is Atlas Loot, by the way. Atlas Loot Enhanced is the name of the add-on, but you can look up anything pretty much. Let's say I go into tailoring, and these are unique models, right? That nothing else can be this model. It's just absolutely this, looks like that. It's going to be worth something because it takes effort to get. Um, not everybody can just go out and farm this item. You have to farm a whole bunch of stuff, be the profession, and then go make it. So the future of gold making won't so much be farming, but rather professions and instance farming. Because looked on the custom raids, and it's just, I don't know, it's absurd how many groups you can find. Turtle Mount farming, of course, we went over that. I thought this was the only thing being abused, but volatile water farming. Sorry, Dozer Bob, I'm not throwing you under the bus. But it's things like that. And, I mean, Primal Fire Farm, you're just, the farming is really social, but it no longer is going to be profitable after this. That's all I can say. Um, you're better off if you want to make more money. I'm telling you, the future of gold making, as long as this system is in play the way that it is currently working, you're going to look for unique models like the Miner's Hat of the Deep, which, if you want to go try and farm it, remember, we tried, but now with 7.0, maybe it'll work. But the Miner's Hat of the Deep, unique model, nothing else looks like it. You can't go outside of the instance and farm a green that looks like this. You have to get that. So that's the future of gold making. That's how I put it, right? And that's just my thoughts. Like, again, with crafting, a lot of crafting items have unique appearances. There's nothing that looks like them, and the supplies are fairly hard to obtain. So crafting and instance farming are going to be where the major gold is. At least that's how I see it right now. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope this was informative. Sorry if I rambled, you know. I'm trying to get my thoughts out in a clear, concise way. And my thoughts are, as long as multiple people can, like, mass farm things that used to be extremely rare, they're not going to be rare. If everything is common, nothing is rare. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.